This is Time Warner Cable's local edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. I'm glad she is back. Her name is Patricia Rillera. She is the Regional Executive Director of Mothers Against Drunk Driving, MADD. Such a critically important organization. I thank you for being here and for doing what you're doing. We're heading into the holidays. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, a scary time.
The deadliest time of the year for drunk and drug driving, absolutely. And so one of the things that MADD really wants to do and to bring attention to is that between the times of November and January, this is really the deadliest time. So take precautions if you're going to the celebratory parties, if you're going to your company's parties, use Uber, use taxis.
But here's a question for you, if I may. What can you do if you're not drinking and driving, but someone else is?
You can be the designated driver for that individual.
But a car, another car, unconnected to you. I mean, how do you avoid? Look, life is tricky, but is there anything? Are there sights? Are there signals that you can see? Like, that's a drunk driver. I'm out of here.
Well, it's kind of hard to tell unless you are really trained, and law enforcement are trained to be able to detect that. But you and I may not necessarily be able to detect when an individual is intoxicated, because it varies. If you're a person who typically does not drink, you could probably go and have a glass of wine, maybe two, and you might be right there on the border of being intoxicated. Whereas an individual who drinks excessively could drink 4 or 5 glasses of wine and still appear to be stable and in control. Really? And so that's what confuses a lot of people, because a lot of instances the driver will say, well, I feel perfectly fine. They may look perfectly fine, they may not be falling over or tripping over things, but if they are tested by law enforcement, they're not fine.
I want to talk about some events coming up to commemorate, to celebrate the work of MADD. November 12th at the Hotel Maya in Long Beach, actually.
Yes.
Tie One On for Safety Gala Luncheon. Tell us about it.
Tie One On for Safety is a campaign that MADD has started, and it's basically the red ribbon. So a lot of you will see red ribbons beginning around November, and that's really to bring attention and to alert people that we really want you to be careful during the holiday seasons. So we're having a luncheon. We're inviting anyone who'd like to come and join us that day to really kind of start this holiday season off correctly, really rally in the community to let everybody know that we're still currently here. We're celebrating 35 years that MADD has been in business.
Congratulations.
And we've helped over 300,000 people. So this is an opportunity.
What does that mean, you've helped them? Meaning?
Well, for the statistics when MADD first started 35 years ago, and all of the trends now, moving us forward to the latest statistics, which are 2013, if we have really saved about 300,000 lives.
Through your campaigns.
Through our campaigns and through our education and all the different things that we do. So we want the community to come and celebrate with us as we talk about this and promote this Tying One On for Safety, and get everybody to put red ribbons on their cars, on their trees at their homes, when they put their Christmas trees up, to really talk about the loved ones that are being lost.
And then on December 3rd, we are going to remember those that we may have lost.
Yes. December 3rd is a national event that MADD is having. It's the National Day of Remembrance. Our local event will be held in Torrance at the Toyota Museum, and we invite anybody who either is a victim, or regardless of whether MADD has helped them or not, if they're a victim, if they know of a victim, or if they have had any experience with anybody who's been hurt or harmed by a drunk or drug driver, we invite them to come out and celebrate with us.
What's the website specifically for Los Angeles so we can get information about the November 12th event and the December 3rd event?
It is madd.org. /Los Angeles.
Perfect. I want to thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for what you're doing for Southern California. It's such an important organization and great work you are doing. She is Pat Rillera. She's the Regional Executive Director of Mothers Against Drunk Driving here in Southern California. I'm Brad Pomerance, and this is Time Warner Cable's local edition.